Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 postseason is on the air. This is what it's all about, huh, guys? You play a whole regular season, you get 11 or 12 teams in the playoffs, and now you play them all out just the way it's supposed to be. Today is Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. We are at Royal Stadium. This is a one-game playoff. For those of you who don't know how my postseasons work, this is how it works. Each team gets a 26-man roster, not a 25. The reason why is because in case of an injury that I cannot replace, at least the rosters will still have 25 men. 13 pitchers, 13 batters. However, sometimes I don't have 13 pitchers according to who is available on the last day of the season. So if I have like 11 pitchers or 12 pitchers, the rest of the players are made up in the batters. Players that are active on the last day of the season are eligible. If they are not active, they do not make the postseason roster. Hence, Lou Whitaker was hurt for the Detroit Tigers. He was out the rest of the year. He is not on the postseason roster. He will not be there. So therefore, as you guys know, all right, that's how I run it, okay, for the postseason. You have a wild card series. The 6 plays the 5. The winner plays the 4, all in one-game sets. The winner of the wild card championship will play the number 1 seed. The 3 will be at the number 2 seed. They automatically make the division series. It is a one-game playoff in the wild card series. The division series is a best of 5. Championship and World Series are best of 7. We use it in the 1970s and higher. I will use a 4-man pitching rotation for each team. I should have used a 3-man in the 1961 replay. I won't make that mistake again if I do a 60s season back once again. But we use a 4-man rotation in the postseason. Lineups are set by me with a little help from Baseball Reference. Pretty much the players where they're at in the lineup, throughout the regular season, pretty much is where they're going to be. All right, pretty much where they're going to be in the postseason. So that is how my postseasons work. 1 game per 1 day of baseball. Of course, the 10-minute ticker is done for the season. Everything now is just inside pitch. So I hope everybody will enjoy it. These postseasons can be really, really exciting. Brian Patterson, Texag 75, Joel Turney, Frank Roszak, and Doug Hunt join us here at Royal Stadium. This is Game 1, and it's really just a one-game playoff between the Twins and the Royals. The winner will play the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium on Wednesday. So without further ado, let's play some baseball here at Royal Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals will be the number 1 starter, Mark Gubicza. 20 wins, 8 losses, a 2.70 ERA. I do keep track of stats for batters. Batting averages usually only in the amount of home runs. It allows me to choose an MVP at the end of the World Series. The MVP will always come from the winning World Series champion, pretty much the player that did the best throughout the postseason, not just the World Series. I have made some pretty good decisions, I think, in the past. And, of course, I always ask for a little bit of help from you guys. But that's how we will do it. I do keep track of pitcher records. I don't do ERA, but I will keep track of wins and saves in case a pitcher becomes the MVP. I have not chosen a pitcher yet for an MVP in any of the postseason replays. So the fans here at Royal Stadium know it's one game to move on to Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Let's see how it goes today as the Twins will play the Royals in the first game. Leading off for the Twins will be the left fielder, Dan Gladden, a .269 average, 11 homers and 62 RBIs in 88. We are using blue, white, and white dice. Royals are the home team. The regular season is over. The postseason begins now. Gubicza 1-1. That's a pitcher result. That 17 will be high. Gladden a 2-6, and he popped it up to short. And that's going to be Pacoda getting over there. And he'll make the play for out. I'm not Pacoda. That would be Pacoda getting over there. He'll make the catch, and that's one out. Next batter will be the second baseman, Tom Herr, a 263 average, 2 homers, 24 RBIs. There are a couple of teams that use a righty and a lefty lineup depending upon the pitchers. Some teams, however, will not have a platoon lineup. They will use the same lineup throughout the entire postseason, of course, in case of an injury. Injuries are full-time, which means any injuries that occur could knock a player out for the postseason. It's happened. I've had at least one player hurt, 1 or 2 players hurt per every postseason. Gubicza, 3-3, strikeout 15, that is high. Royal Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts and 2 from walks. Herr, 4-1, that's a base hit to left field. He will pick himself a single. So Herr will get to first. And then we'll bring up the center fielder, one of the most loved players in baseball history, Kirby Puckett, 356 average, 24 bombs, 121 RBIs. Definitely one of the stars in 1988. Herr is on at first. Strategy roll double play. That is a 4, and Herr's not going anywhere, and Puckett's going to swing. Gubicza with the pitch. 4-4, error on a grounder. Puckett. 5-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Pacoda. His range is a 6. His air rating's a 6. That's a 4. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to drop it, and everyone's going to be safe. So that is an E6 on Pacoda, as he is at shortstop for this game. First error on the Royals. So already runners at first and second. Brian Patterson and Big Clue join us here. And Jeremy Brooks at Royal Stadium. And yes, Greg Sovon, the creator of Fall Classic Baseball, did pass away. And I know that is a hard loss for all the people that play that game. And of course, other games he did create as well. As I said, I couldn't get into it, but I know a lot of people did. We will hope he rests in peace. First baseman Kent Hrbek is up next. A 312 average, 25 homers, 76 RBIs. Runners is still first and second, already an error in the game. And that's 6, nothing happening. Gubicza will go ahead and make the pitch. Gubicza, 2-4, that is a blank. Hrbek, a 5-4, and that ball is hit to left field. That is a 17, and against the right, he's going to miss it, and that's going to be a fly out to left. Getting over there will be Bo Jackson. That's out number 2. Herr stays at second base, 2 down. So Hrbek hits it well, but got under it a little bit. Here comes the third baseman, Gary Gaetti, 301 average, 28 homers, 88 RBIs. This Twins team could be very interesting if they can move on. Strategy roll. And that's a 12, nothing happening. Remember, this is Twins team. Remember, in 87, they won the World Series. They didn't get there in 88, but this team still was pretty good. Gubicza, 6-3, that's a blank. Gaetti, 3-2, and that's a ground ball to first base. And Brett will get to that one. He'll make the play and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. And the Twins strand a couple of base runners. Remember, this is a 1-game playoff. The winner here goes to Detroit to play the Tigers in a 1-game playoff. The Tigers only have to win 1. The Twins and the Royals have to win 2. Starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins tonight, their number 1 starter, Frank Viola, 24 wins, 7 losses, a 2.64 ERA. He was one of the stars of 88. Leading off for the Royals will be center fielder Willie Wilson, 262 average, a homer, and 37 RBIs. Bottom of the first, Viola with the pitch. 5-4, range play. Wilson, 5-6. That ball is hit to right field. That is a 16. And that's against the lefty. That's going to be a fly out to right. But getting over there is Randy Bush. And his range is a 2. And he'll make the catch out number 1. Nice play by Bush. And it is a fly out to right. Both these teams know it's one game for all the marbles to move on. Next batter is the third baseman, Kevin Seitzer. 304 average, 5 homers, 60 RBIs. Viola will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-5 against the righty. Walk plus, and that 6 is ball 4. So Seitzer draws a walk. And the next batter will be the first baseman, Mr. George Brett, Hall of Famer. One of the greatest of all time. 306 average, 24 homers, 103 RBIs. The age-old argument still is Mike Schmidt or George Brett. Who do you go with? I still think you take Schmidt. I just think Schmidt was just a little bit more clutch. Infield double play depth. Strategy roll, nothing on the 14. Seitzer stays put. Viola will make the pitch. Viola, 6-2, strikeout 15. That is high. Correct. 6-5. Then he pumped it up to first base. And that's going to be in foul territory. But getting over there will be Herbeck, and he'll make the play, 2 down. Next up will be the Kansas City designated hitter, Danny Tartabull. 274 average, 26 homers, 102 RBIs. American League uses DH. National League does not, as it did in 88. At the World Series, the American League ballpark will have the designated hitter. In the National League, it will not use it. But, of course, the pitcher's bat, but that's why I have pitcher hitting cards specifically for that reason. Strat. Nothing on the 18. Tartabull will swing. Viola with the pitch. Viola, 1-6. Pitcher result, 8. That is high. Tartabull, 5-2. He hits one to right field. That is a 3. And Tartabull's going to smack a double off a left-handed pitcher. Seitzer, base runner 3. And that is a double to right, a 0. Seitzer becomes a base runner 4 with 2 outs. A 1-4, he scores, and he does. Tartabull comes through with an RBI double to put the Royals ahead first. It's 1-0. RBI double by Danny Tartabull. And already the Royals have a 1-0 lead here in the first. Beatles eternally, John Haverly and Brian Patterson join us here at Royal Stadium. I'm pretty sure Beatles eternally knows a nice woman named Eleanor Rigby. Look at all the lonely people. That counts. Tartabull on at second base. Next up for the Royals will be the right fielder, Pat Tabler. A 282 average, 2 homers, 66 RBIs. By the way, Beatles eternally and Big Clue and everyone that was at that chat last night for the picking of your teams. I don't know who's going to get that one. But I would like to say it was an honor to join you in that chat. So thank you very much for it. It was a pleasure. Tabler is a batter now. 2 outs, runner on second. Strat. That is a 2. Tartabull will stay put. Viola will go ahead and pitch. Viola, 5-5 against the righty. That's a blank. Tabler, 6-3. And that's a ground ball hit to short. And Gagne will get that one. He'll toss it over and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, and a walk. And the Royals have a quick 1-0 lead, as it is Kansas City that scores the first runs here in the 1988 postseason. Yeah, Steeler fan always trying to get my mom. I don't know why. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Twins will be right fielder Randy Bush. A 261 average, 14 homers, 51 RBIs in 88. 1-0 Royals. Gubicza, 6-1. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-7. The 5 is good against the righty. Bush needs a 12. And he doesn't get it. 4-1, and instead he grounds it to second base, and that'll be taken care of by White for an out. So a ground out to second as Gubicza pitched Bush a meatball, but he couldn't put the tomato sauce on it. Here comes the catcher, Tim Laudner. 251 average, 13 homers, 54 RBIs in 88. Gubicza will go ahead and pitch. Gubicza, 6'4", against the righty. Strikeout plus, and that 8 is good. He got him, struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Gubicza, 2 down. He had 183 of them in 88. He had a very good season that year. That'll bring up the shortstop, Greg Gagne. 236 average, 14 homers, 48 RBIs in 88. Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza, 4-3, walk, 19. That is high. Gagne, a 5-5, and that's a ground ball hit to second base. And Frank White's got it. He'll toss it over and retire the side. Nothing across. Nice inning by Gubicza. And we'll go to the bottom of the second as this postseason is underway. Second baseman Frank White leads off for KC. 235 average, 8 homers, 58 RBIs that year. You're watching Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series. Viola, 2-3 against the righty. It's a blank. White, 4-5. That's a fly out to right. Getting over there will be Bush, and he's got it for the out. Next up is the left fielder, Boo Nose Baseball Jackson. 246 average, 25 bombs, 68 RBIs. Hall of Famer, no, but one of the best athletes pretty much in the history of any sport, baseball and football. Bo knows baseball. He knew football, and yes, he knew basketball too. Did not know hockey and tennis, according to McEnroe and the Great One. Viola, 5'4", range play. Jackson, 6'4". It's a ground ball hit to third. The ball is hit to Gaetti. His range is a 2, and that'll get by him. And that's going to be a single for Jackson, so he gets a base hit. He'll hold it first. Hard play there by Gaetti, but he couldn't make the play. And now coming up will be the catcher, Jamie Quirk. A 240 average, 8 homers, 25 RBIs in 88. Infield a double play. Jackson had 27 stolen bases, and he does not get the steal sign. He will stay put. Viola will go ahead and pitch. Viola, 4-2, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Quirk. And that is strikeout number 1 for Viola. He had 193 of them in 88. And the next batter will be the shortstop, Bill Pacoda. He gets called at short for this this game. Remember, the Royals actually do have a platoon lineup. I do have a right-handed lineup for them here, but they're going up against the lefty, and Pacoda was the better choice. 208 average, a homer, and 15 RBIs. Jackson on at first. Does he get the roll? No, he doesn't. Viola, 1-3, strikeout 20. That's high. Pacoda, 5-5. He hits one to center field. That is an 11. And against the lefty, it's just going to be a bit high. And getting under that will be Puckett. And he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Royals. It's still 1-0 here after 2. Yeah, he's got printed back for payoff pitch, too. Wow. I tell you, our hobby has been hit pretty hard. Joe Bryan with his family, and now Greg Sovan. We go to the top of the third. Let's hope nothing else happens to anybody else, by the way. Leading off for the Twins will be the Minnesota designated hitter, Gene Larkin. A 267 average, 8 homers, 70 RBIs. 1-0 Royals. Gubicza, 1-4, strikeout 7. And nope, he missed it. Larkin's an 8, but -2 makes him a 6. Larkin, 5-6, and against the righty, it's a ground ball hit to second base. And White's got it, and that's out number 1. Here comes Gladden. Gladden 0 for 1. Gubicza sets up for the pitch. Gubicza, 4-2, wild pitch, ball 1. 2-1, hit by pitch, 6. Nope, that missed. Gladden, a 6-2, and he hits a base hit. He slaps that into center field, and he'll get a runner, and he'll be at first base there. First hit of the game for Gladden. Here comes her. Her 1-for-1 with a base hit. Infield does that double play. Gladden at 28 stolen bases. That's a 20, though. Gubicza will throw to first base, and it is a 9, and Gladden will get back. And now Gubicza will go ahead and pitch to her. Gubicza, 3-2, walk plus 8, ball 4, and now runners at first and second. I should also mention ghost runners will not be used at all in the postseason. So no ghost runners at all in the postseason. Only the regular season I was planning to use them, okay, in case I had to bring a starter in to pitch. But nope, no ghost runners and no dice clock there, Haverly, although you may see a few violations. David Vega joins us here at Royal Stadium. Runners at first and second. Here comes Puckett. Puckett reached on an error his first time up. Anything on the strat? The 13 says no. Gladden on at second, her on at first. Gubicza in a little bit of a jam. Gubicza, 3-4. That is a blank. Puckett, a 6-5, and that's a ground ball to second base. 2-2-3. Shortstop, Pacoda pivot 0, 1-3, double play. They got it. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play hit into by Puckett. No runs and a hit and a walk, and remains 1-0 as Puckett grounds out into the twin killing. A 1-0 lead so far with pitchers such as Viola and Gubicza. I am not surprised. The combined ERA of these two is 5.3. Two very good pitchers here tonight. Top of the order for the Royals. Here's Willie Wilson. He's 0-for-1. 1-0 Royals. Viola, 3-2. Possible error. Wilson, 2-2. And against the lefty, that's going to be a double hit into right field. Double to right. Bush out there, his error rating is a 4. That's an 11. He won't make an error. He'll get the ball and throw it in. But the Royals start with a man on second. In a one game for all the marble situation, every run matters here. There's no tomorrow if you lose. Here is Seitzer. Seitzer walked his first time up. Wilson on at second, 35 stolen bases. That is a 9. He'll stay put. Viola will go ahead and make the pitch. Viola, 2-6, strikeout 11. That is high. Seitzer, 4-4, and he grounds it to first. And that'll be taken care of by Herbeck. He'll take it himself. And Wilson moves to third. So grounder to first. The batter now is Mr. Brett. And he's 0-for-1. Infield will come in. Wilson, very good speed. I will be utilizing dice sometimes to randomly make a decision. Strategy roll. That's a 16. Nothing happening. Viola will pitch to Brett. Viola, 2-1, strikeout 4. No, he missed him. Brett will swing. 2-2, and it is a ground ball to third. Wilson's base running rating is a 4. With the infield in, it's a 2. A 1 or a 2, they'll send him. It is a 1. There comes Wilson, and they're going to try to get him out at the plate. A 1, 2, or 6, he will be safe. It is a 6. The only play they had was the first, so Wilson will score. The throw goes to first to get Brett. 2 outs, but it's 2-0 Royals. Stadium cheers. Yay! It's a 6. There was nothing they could do. So the run will score on a ground ball to third, and it's now 2-0 in favor of the Royals. It was a slow roller. Batter now is Tartable. Tartable 1-for-1. 2 outs here. Now a 2-0 lead by the Royals. Pitch coming by Viola. 5-4. Range play. Tartable 6-3. Against the lefty. That's a double to left. It's a chance for Gladden. Gladden was excellent out there. His range is a 5. And is a 3. He'll make the catch, take a double away. It'll be a fly out to left and end the inning. But 1 run on 1 hit. And the Royals now have a 2-0 lead after 3. We go to the top of the 4th. 2-0 in favor of Kansas City. Kent Herbeck leads off for the Twins. He's 0 for 1. Gubicza right now pitching pretty well to start this postseason. Gubicza with the pitch. 3-5. Error on a throw. Herbeck. 3-1. Nope, that's going to be a fly out to center field. And it will be Wilson making the catch. One down. Here's Gaetti. Gaetti is 0 for 1. Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza 2-1. Hit by pitch. 10 is high. Gaetti a 2-5, and that's a single. He hits that one into left. Gaetti gets the first. The Twins already a little behind the 8 ball here, even though it's only the 4th inning. But remember, no lead is safe on inside pitch. Bush is next. He's 0 for 1. Infield double play. Gaetti had 7 stolen bases, and that is a 1. He gets the steal sign. 13 plus 1 is 14. Quirk a 0. Bush not a bad hitter. 2-0 with 1 out in the 4th. You're down by 2 runs, not a run. I'm going to hold him back, and I'm going to let Bush swing. Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza, 6-2. Range play at the park. Royal Stadium, 4-6. And that is a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Seitzer with the infielder double play depth. His range is a 2. It's a 5. It'll be a base hit. Gaetti will go ahead and hold at second base. His base runner is a 3, and he will stay put. So now the Twins are in business here with 1 out and 2 base runners. And here is Laudner. Laudner is 0 for 1. Infield still a double play depth. Anything on the strat? The 12 says no. Gubicza in a little bit of a jam here. Fans here at Royal Stadium liking the scoreboard, but not what's on the field. Gubicza, 5-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Laudner, 6-6. And it's a ground ball to first. 3-3-3 because the first baseman doesn't get that roll there. Shortstop pivot. Pacoda is a 0 pivot. A 3. It's a double play. And no, Gaetti will get to third base. Bush is thrown out at second. Laudner beats the relay, and there are 2 outs. So that goes as a fielder's choice. Well, let's see. It's right here. And now the batter is Gagne. Gagne is 0 for 1, but now there are 2 outs, and field is back to normal. Strategy, that's a 6, nothing happening. Gubicza trying to get out of a jam here. Gagne sets up and gets ready. Can the Twins get some kind of a run here? Because right now, Gubicza is owning them. Gubicza, 2-5, strikeout 20. That is high. Gagne, 3-3, and it's a fly ball to right field. Tabler's going to get to that one. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Stadium cheers. Yay! A fly out to right, and the Twins get nothing. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Viola back on the mound. Pat Tabler leads off for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. I should also mention there is no fatigue in the postseason that I do. I really don't want to worry about pitchers that were tired, that pitched the day before or anything like that. All pitchers are fresh. However, the starting pitcher from the day before is not available unless all other starters have been used and he is the last one to come in. That is a rule just in case we have extra innings and things like that. And trust me, I had a game like that one point. Bottom of the 4th, Viola will pitch. Viola, 3-5 against the righty, walk plus, And that 18 is ball 4. Viola had 52 walks that season, and he now has his second walk here. So he walks Stabler. Next batter is White. White is 0 for 1. Infield a double play depth. Let's see. Tabler had 3 stolen bases, and that is a 1. And nope, he's not going anywhere. Viola with the pitch. 6-5 against the righty. It's blank. White 2-3, and it's a base hit to center field. It'll be a single. Tabler base runner 3, single to center -2. A 1, he'll get to third. He does not. Tabler goes. The ball is thrown in quickly by Puckett, and Tabler will have to hold at second base. But once again, the Royals are in business. And here comes Bo. Jackson is 1 for 1. He got a base hit his first time up. Runner still at first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. Strat. Nothing on the 16. Viola will go ahead and pitch to Bo. Viola. 4-6. Strikeout 15. And yep, he gets Jackson easily. Struck him out. That is strikeout number 2 for Viola. That's a big K as well. He needed that. Here comes Quirk. Quirk is 0 for 1. Anything on the strat? 16 says no. Tabler on it second. White on it first. Viola, a 6-5 against the lefty walk. And that 2 is ball 4. And the bases are full of Royals. So now a big chance for Kansas City to open this game. The batter is Pacoda. Pacoda is 0 for 1, and the infield is going to play in. You're down 2-0. Twins cannot allow really any more runs the way Gubicza is pitching tonight. Strategy roll. That's a 14, nothing happening. Viola will go ahead and pitch. Viola, 4-5, strikeout 12. Nope, he misses. Pacoda gets the swing. 6-3, and against the lefty, it works. It's a base hit. Pass short, it's a single. Tabler comes in to score. White, a base runner 2. He will not. He will hold at third base, so the runners move up 90 feet. It's 3-0 Royals. Stadium cheers. Yay! They're going to go talk to Viola on the mound and see what's going on with him here. Next batter is Wilson. Wilson 1 for 2. Royals already have a 3-0 lead here in the 4th. And they're going to keep the infield in. They got to try to get some outs here. Twins bullpen is starting to stretch up a little bit here. 3-0 in favor of Kansas City. Strat. Nothing on the 13. Bases are juiced. Viola will go ahead and pitch. Viola, 2-1, strikeout 7, and that's a big K. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Viola, 2 down. And a chance now for Seitzer. Seitzer 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield is now back. If the Twins only give up a run here, they'll consider that a moral victory. And that is a 1, nothing happening there. White stays at third. Viola will go ahead and prepare to pitch to Seitzer. Fans here at Royal Stadium would like another hit. Viola, 5-4, range play. Seitzer, 1-5. It's a fly ball to left field. Glenn going after it. His range is a 5. He's got to make this catch. And he does it. It's a 6. It's going to be over his head. And that's going to be a single to left field. White will come in to score. Let's see. Single to left. Quirk, a base runner 1. Single to 2 outs becomes a 2. A 1 or a 2. Quirk will score. And that is a 1. He comes in to score. Pacoda, base runner 3. That is a 1. He will make third. And Seitzer a chance to take second. And he will hold at first base. 2 RBI single by Seitzer. 5-0 Royals. Stadium cheers. Yay! Gladden, a range. Gladden a range of 5, and as usual, I roll a 6. He does not make the play, and the Royals have a 5-0 lead, and here comes Brett. Brett is 0 for 2, and the Twins bullpen beginning to warm up here, but that was just Gladden who just made a bad misplay on the ball out there in left field. He had to make that catch. Bases now, runners at first and third with 2 outs. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. No. Sight, both players stay put. Viola will pitch to Brett. Viola, 6-5 against the lefty. Walk, and the bases are loaded again. Bases are loaded again. The batter now is Tartable, and that is going to be it for Viola. They will yank him now. So Frank Viola gets yanked, and they will go to the bullpen here as they'll bring in a righty to pitch to Tartable. And it's going to be Herman Gonzalez. No wins, no losses, save a 3.38 ERA. He's there really just to try to get an out. So Herman Gonzalez, I think it's Herman. I think it's pronounced that way here instead of German. So Herman Gonzalez will pitch to Danny Tartable here in the bottom of the 4th. Royals have a 5-0 lead. Strategy roll, and that's an 11-0 happening. Gonzalez will pitch to Tartable, and here it comes. Gonzalez, 5-4, strikeout 5. He got him, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. 3 runs on 3 hits, a couple of walks, but the Royals have a 5-0 lead after 4. But everyone knows no lead is safe on inside pitch. You can just ask the San Francisco Giants that how well that lead went when they played the Dodgers that game. We go to the top of the 5th. Royals up 5-0. Gene Larkin leads off for the Twins. He's 0 for 1. Twins have got to try to get some runs here, but down 5-0 right now doesn't look too good. Gubicza, 3-2. Walk plus, that's a good way to start. That's a 7, and that's base on ball. So Larkin gets a walk, and that is the second walk issued by Gubicza. He had 80 of them in 88, so he had a little bit issues with control. Here's Gladden. Gladden 1 for 2. Should have made that range play out there in left field. And V joins us here at Royal Stadium. Infield is at double play. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 9. Larkin stays put. Gubicza with the deal. Gubicza 3-5. Error on a throw. Gladden 2-5. And that ball is going to be hit to left field. And that is a 19. And against the righty, that's going to be a fly out to left. Getting over there is Jackson. He'll make the catch. That's out number 1. There will not be a throwing error, obviously. 1 down. Here comes Her. And Her was 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Larkin still on at first. And that's a 20. Gubicza throws to first base. Nope. Larkin gets back. Gubicza was almost called for a pitch clock violation, but they said he made the play. He made the pitch in time. Gubicza, 4-6 against the switch left. That is a blank. Her, 6-2. It's a fly out to center field. Willie Wilson. He'll range over a bit. 2 outs. 2 down now, and here comes Puckett. Puckett is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Larkin still on at first, and he'll stay at first. Gubicza, they'll go ahead, set up, and make the pitch. Gubicza, 3-6 against the righty. That's going to be an out, and it's going to be a fly out to left field. Bo Jackson will get to that as well, and he makes the catch and retires aside, and that's just demoralizing. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 5-0 in favor of the Crown Royals. Pat Tabler leads off for Kansas City. The Royals have 3 righties coming up. Herman Gonzalez will stay on the mound, at least for now. 5-0 in favor of the Royals. Gonzalez will pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. Royal Stadium, 1-4, and that's grounded at the plate. That'll get picked up by Laudner, and he throws to first, 1 out. Laudner jumps on it, and he makes the play. For the first out. Next batter is White, and White is 1 for 2. Gonzalez will go ahead and pitch. Gonzalez, 2-5. That's a walk plus. That 7 will be ball 4. And White draws a walk. Second time he's been on base. And here comes Jackson. Jackson 1 for 2. Infield a double play depth. Strategy roll still active. Nothing on the 13. White stays put. Gonzalez will go ahead and deal with it. And that's a 1-2 range play. Jackson, 1-2. It's a ground ball hit to short, and that's a range play for Gagne. His range is a 2 with the infield at double play depth. He doesn't get it. It's a base hit. White, a base runner 2. Not fast enough. He will hold at second base. So Jackson hits it. Made it very difficult for Gagne, but he couldn't get there. So a base hit for Jackson. Here comes Quirk. And Quirk is 0 for 1 with a walk. Runners at first and second here. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Royals all over the Twins. Strategy. Nothing on the 7. Gonzalez will pitch. Gonzalez, 6-5. Home run result against the righty. Quirk needs a 16. That is a 13. And that ball has pretty much been turned into lasagna. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Jamie Quirk. A 3-run bomb by Quirk. It's not the first time he's hit one on the board. He hits one here as Gonzalez put it right over the plate and Quirk put it right over the wall. 8-0 Royals. Stadium cheers. Yay! And I think the Twins are beginning to think about next season, although we're only in the 5th, but it does not look good. Here's Pacoda. He's 1 for 2. Gonzalez is done as they will yank him from the game. And coming on to pitch now, let's see. You got a righty, a switch, and a righty. And let's see what they're going to go. Coming on to pitch for the Twins now will be Keith Atherton. 7 wins, 5 losses, 3 saves, a 3.41 ERA. Atherton will be the 3rd Twins pitcher, but the Royals right now are in total command. Pacoda is 1 for 2. Atherton with the pitch. 6-4 against the righty. That's an out. And that's going to be a fly out to right. Getting over there will be Bush. And that's out number 2. 2 down now for Wilson. Wilson is 1 for 3. As Vita Productions joins us here at Royal Stadium. Atherton will go ahead and pitch. Atherton, 3-5 against the switch left. That's a home run result. Against the righty, Wilson needs a 1. And that 17 is a little high. Wilson, 4-3. But instead he hits one past the pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. Wilson right back through the box. And Wilson has his 2nd hit of the game. As they are hitting the Twins hard tonight. And here's Seitzer. Seitzer is 1 for 2 with a walk. Strategy rolls are now off. Atherton will go ahead and make the pitch. Atherton, 2-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Seitzer, 6-4, and that's a fly ball hit to center field. And it's going to be Puckett getting to it. And he will make the catch and retire the side. 3 runs 3 hits, a 3-run bomb by Jamie Quirk, and the Royals have an 8-0 lead here after 5. But are the fans ready to purchase tickets for flights to Detroit just so quick? We go to the top of the 6th, but Gubicza right now is steamrolling. And it is Kent Herbeck leading off for the Twins. He's 0 for 2. As we begin the 6th inning, Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza 4-5 against the lefty, blank. Herbeck 5-1. It's a ground ball, ground out to the pitcher. Gubicza will take care of it and toss it over, 1 out. Gubicza pitching like the pitcher he was that year. He has been masterful. Here's Gaetti. Gaetti 1 for 2. Gubicza, he'll go ahead and pitch. 4-3, strikeout 16. That is high. Gaetti 4-1. That's a fly out to right. It will be Tabler getting to that. And he'll make the catch, 2 down. 2 outs. The batter is Bush. Bush is 1 for 2. Gubicza, he'll go ahead and pitch it. And that's a 6-2. Range play at the park. Royal Stadium 1-1. It's a fly ball to center field. Wilson going after it. His range is a 2. That is a 4. And that's going to drop in for a single. So Bush keeps it alive. Bush has his second hit of the game. 2 singles. But the Twins need to go ahead and get some runs here if they have any hope. Laudner the batter, and he's 0 for 2. Strategy rolls are off. Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza 2-1. Hit by pitch. The 14 is high. Laudner 2-4, and that's a ground ball hit to short. Pacoda will take care of that. He'll toss it over to second to get Bush. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Twins. And the Royals right now have an 8-0 lead here in this 1-game playoff in order to move on to play the Tigers on Wednesday. Atherton will stay in the ball game. And leading off for the Royals will be Mr. George Brett, and he's 0 for 3. Bottom of the 6th here. Royals making sure that this game is, the Royals want to be sure they put this game out of reach. Atherton 3-1, hit by pitch 6, that is high. Brett 1-6, and it's a line out right to second. It's gloved by her, 1 down. So Brett's going to start the postseason 0 for 4. Unless he gets another at bat. Tartable is next, and Tartable 1 for 3. Atherton will go ahead and pitch. 1-5, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away. And now Tabler. Tabler is 0 for 2 with a walk. Fans here at Royal Stadium enjoying what they see so far. Atherton with the pitch. Atherton 5-1. That is a blank. Tabler 2-3, and that's a base hit. He hits it past second base. Herr couldn't get there, and Tabler will be on it first. And Tabler has his first hit. Atherton is now tired, but they're going to let him stay out there. As Frank White will bat now. He is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Tabler not going anywhere. Strategy rolls are off. Atherton 3-3. That's at the park. Royal Stadium 6-1, and White goes ahead and he smacks it into left field. That's going to roll all the way on the wall. It's going to roll away. Also from Gladden, Tabler coming around third. He will score. White has himself a triple to left. Stadium cheers. Yay! An RBI triple by Frank White makes it 9-0 in favor of the Royals. Here is Bo, and that's going to be it for Atherton, as right now the Twins are thinking about the offseason. Jackson is 2 for 3. And let's see, they got a righty there, so let's see who they're going to bring in to pitch. And they're going to go with, coming on to pitch for the Twins will be Juan Berenger. 8 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves, a 3.96 ERA. Berenger is pitcher number 4 for Minnesota. But 2 outs right now as the Royals are just pounding Minnesota in this game. Berenger with the pitch. Berenger 2-1, strikeout 14. He got Jackson, and that ends the inning. But another run comes in. 1 run on 2 hits for the Royals, and they have a 9-0 lead after 6. Amazing. All the games pretty much all the games during the final week were close. The first game I play in the postseason is a blowout. Really? We go to the top of the 7th. Gene Larkin leads off for the Twins. I'm sorry, not Larkin. Gagne. Gagne leads off. He's 0 for 2. Gubicza will go ahead and pitch. Top of the 7th, 9-0 in favor of KC. Gubicza, 4-3, strikeout 12. And got him, called strike 3. Gagne caught looking. And he got him. That's out number 1. And that is strikeout number 2 for Gubicza. He had 183 of them in 88. He has not been dealing the heat in this game today, but he's got 2 Ks. Now the batter is Larkin, and Larkin is 0 for 1 with a walk. Gubicza will go ahead and pitch. Gubicza 4-5, and against the switch left, that is a blank. Larkin 1-4. It's a fly out to center field. Wilson will come under that, 2 down. 2 outs, and here's Gladden. And Gladden is 1 for 3. And I got to say, Gladden's missed range play in left field, I really think, is truly the difference in this game so far, even though you had the home run. But I think with Gladden not making that range play really turned it off for the Twins. Gubicza, 1-6, possible error. Gladden, 4-5. That's a fly ball hit to right field. Tabler going after it. His error rating is a 0, and he will make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3. Go the Twins. And it is not looking good. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. The postseason has only just barely started. Tomorrow night will be game 1, or actually really the only game of the National League Wild Card Series. We will be at Stadio Olympique as the Houston Astros take on the Montreal Expos. The winner there will play the Pittsburgh Pirates in that division series. Mike Scott will go for the Astros, and Dennis Martinez goes for the Expos. What a big game tomorrow night. Game 1 of the NLWS. The Astros and the Expos. Winner plays the Pirates, since only 5 teams in the National League made it to the postseason. So don't miss that game, as the postseason has only just started. Bottom of the 7th here, Royals lead 9-0. Juan Berenger is going to stay on the mound, and he might as well. Jamie Quirk, the batter, he is 1 for 2, a homer, a 3-run bomb, and a walk. He gets a nice ovation from the Royal Stadium crowd. Berenger will make the pitch. Berenger, 2-6, range play. Quirk, 5-3. It's a fly ball hit to center field. Puckett after it. His range is a 4, and there's a 4. He'll make it on the run, and that's a good catch. And that is the first out. One down. Here's Pacoda. Pacoda is 1 for 3, has a single. Lower, slower board gamer joins us here at Royal Stadium, LSBG. Berenger with the pitch. Berenger 1-4 against a righty. Strikeout plus. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the 6. 2 outs now. And here's Wilson. Wilson is 2 for 4, a single and a double. Berenger will go ahead and pitch. Berenger, 4-5 against the switch left. That's a blank. Wilson, 1-5, and that's a fly to left. And Gladden, he will come to that one. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1-2. That is the first time the Royals have been set down in order in this game, but they have a 9-0 lead here after 7. The winner of this game goes to play the Detroit Tigers on Wednesday in a 1-game playoff at Tiger Stadium. The winner of that game will play the Red Sox in the division series. Top of the 8th, Gubicza has got plenty of gas in the tank. At least I think he does. And with a 9-run lead, they may not even use the bullpen. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, he's got about 4 batters left before he tires. Tom Herr leads off for the Twins. He's 1 for 2 with a walk, got a single. Top of the 8th, 9-0 Royals. Not a good day for the Twins. Gubicza, 5-6, strikeout 12. That is high. Herr, a 3-5, and that's a fly out to left. Bo-Nose Baseball Jackson will get it. 1 out. 1 down. The next batter is Puckett. Puckett is 0 for 3 tonight. Reached on an error, though. Gubicza will go ahead and pitch. Gubicza, 2-4. That's a blank. Puckett, 6-1. That's a base hit. He slaps it into left field, and now the rally will begin. So Puckett gets his first hit of the game. And the next batter is Herbeck. Herbeck is 0 for 3. Infield a double play. Strategy rolls obviously are off. Gubicza will go, and the Twins are now in the 6-run mode, which means they will not advance on base hits except what's originally allowed. Gubicza, 2-5, strikeout 20. That is high. Herbeck, 5-5, and that's a ground ball to short. 2-2-2. Second base, pivot, White, 0, 1-2, double play. They got it. Side retired. Herbeck grounds out into the 6-4-3. No runs and a hit for the Twins. They are down 9-0 here going in the bottom of the 8th, and the Minnesota Twins are running out of outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And leading off for the Royals will be Kevin Seitzer. And that's going to be it for Berenger, as the Twins are going to go to the bullpen here. And let's see what they're going to bring out to pitch. And coming out to pitch will be, let's see, they're going to go with Roy Smith. 3 wins, no losses, no saves, a 2.68 ERA. Smith will be the 5th Minnesota pitcher. So Seitzer, the batter here, he is 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Bottom of the 8th, 9-0 Royals. Smith, a 2-2, strikeout plus, got him. Struck him out, 1 down. Goes ahead and gets Seitzer swinging at a high fastball. Here's Mr. Brett, and Brett's having a rough night. He's 0 for 4. So Brett starting the postseason with an offer, but the way things are going, he'll get a chance against the Tigers. Smith 2-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Brett 2-3, and that's a ground ball hit to first. Herbeck will take it himself, and that's 2 outs. What a night. Not a good night for Brett. He's 0 for 5. And here's Tartable. Tartable 1 for 4, got a double. 2 men down here, bottom of the 8th. Royals trying to get some more runs like they really need any, but you do know nothing is safe. An inside pitch. Smith 2-3. That's a pitcher result. And that against the righty, that 2 is going to be an out. And that's going to be a grounder to short. And up with it is Gagne. And he tosses it over and retires a side. Nothing across. Second time in a row the Royals retired in order. But a lot of damage on the board. After 8, it's 9-0 in favor of the Royals. But will we see some 9th inning magic? We go to the top of the 9th. Gubicza can pitch to one more batter before he tires, and they're going to see if he can go the distance and get the complete game. Gary Gaetti leads off. He is 1 for 3, got a single. Gubicza has been excellent tonight. The Twins absolutely had no answer for Gubicza. Gubicza will pitch. Gubicza 4-4, error on a grounder. Gaetti 5-2. It's a fly ball to center field, and Willie Wilson will get there, 1 down. 1 out, and here comes Bush. And Bush is Bush is in right field. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Bush. Bush is going to come back. And coming on to pinch hit for the Twins will be John Moses, a better hitter, 316 average, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. He'll take over in right field if this game goes any further. Gubicza will go ahead and pitch to John Moses. Gubicza 3-6, and against the switch left, that's a blank. Moses 3-6. Moses does not park the Red Sea. That's going to be a fly out to left. And Jackson will get to it. And there are now 2 outs as the Twins are down to their final out of the year. 2 outs now, and here is Laudner. Laudner is 0 for 3. And question is he going to bat? And the answer is going to be no. Laudner's going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit and take over at catcher, the last chance for the Twins will be Brian Harper. 295 average, 3 homers, 20 RBIs. Twins trying to bring out all the stops and somehow try to keep this season alive. But Gubicza right now is on fire. Fans here at Royal Stadium on their feet. This could be the final game here if Kansas City loses in Detroit on Wednesday. The fans are loud. They are set. Gubicza winds up, and here comes the deal. 1-1 pitcher result. That 11 is going to be high. Harper 3-6, and it's a base hit to left field. Harper keeps the game going. Harper keeps it alive with a single. Now the batter is Gagne, and he will bat. Gagne is 0 for 3. Fans here at Royal Stadium getting loud again. Gubicza trying to get... I did say a pitcher result, didn't I? I did say a pitcher result, and that was high. That means that Gubicza is coming out of the game. That was a pitcher result. Gubicza hits a pitcher result, and he is done. He will not go the distance. The Royals will try to bring in a guy to get 1 out. But he will get the win here. Pitcher result, so that does, he was tired, so he will come out of the game. And let's see, and coming on to pitch for the Royals, it's not a save situation, and it's a 9th inning. I can bring in anybody. I don't have to bring in their closer if I don't want to, and I'm not going to. So coming on to pitch for the Royals is going to be Luis Aquino. 1 win, no losses, a 2.79 ERA. Royal bullpen is not terrible. Luis Aquino will be the second Royal pitcher, and he's going to pitch to Gagne here to try to get the game over. What a job by Mark Gubicza, but he cannot go the distance here, as they say he is tired, he's exhausted, and they want to save him for the next series. He would not pitch again until Game 3 of the division series if the Royals get there. Aquino will go ahead and pitch to Gagne. Aquino, 6-5. That's a blank. He is not tired. Gagne swings, 4-5, and it's a fly ball to center field. Willie Wilson will come in a little bit. He'll put out his glove, block, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Royals go ahead and beat the Twins tonight. The Royals will move on to play the Tigers. The Twins are out. Stadium cheers. Yay! No runs and a hit for Minnesota, as the Kansas City Royals will advance here as they win this one-game playoff, 1-0, obviously, and the Royals will advance to play the Detroit Tigers on Wednesday. The pitching matchup for that one for the Royals will be Charlie Leibrandt, and for the Tigers, of course, will be Jack Morris. Final line score here coming up. For the Royals, 9 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. For the Twins, no runs on 7 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Mark Gubicza. He will advance to 1-0 in the postseason. Frank Viola drops to 0-1 in the postseason. Of course, his season is over. As a win here for the Kansas City Royals, they win Game 1 of this ALWS. Game 2 will be Wednesday, as the Royals will be at Tiger Stadium playing the Tigers. Tomorrow night, Game 1 of the National League Wild Card Series. The Houston Astros taking on the Montreal Expos. Mike Scott going for the Astros. Dennis Martinez going for the Expos. Stros and Spos. 1 game at Stade Olympique. Who will move on to play the Pirates in the National League Division Series? You don't want to miss that one. Stros and Spos, Scott and Martinez, be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Texag 75, Lower Slower Board Gamer, John Haverly, Frank Rosenk, David Vega, Vita Productions, Beatles Eternally, MV, Doug Hunt, and Big Clue, Jeremy Brooks, Joel Turney, and, of course, Brian B. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Kansas City Royals dismantle the Minnesota Twins tonight, 9-0. They win this game and they win this playoff 1-0. They will now play the Tigers on Wednesday. Astros and Expos tomorrow night. We'll see you then.